What is up, YouTube? It is the Zelda Duelist here, back at you with another deck list. And, plot twist, there is gonna be some the play hands on how you would play this deck. This is my hero list that I'm currently trying to afford and pay for because, boy oh boy, is this fun. So let's get into the card by card. And you have Destiny Hero, one Dark Angel. Now, generally, some people say, don't run Dark Angel. It's a bit of a brick if you're going second. However, Fusion Destiny, you could use that with Malicious, or that with Plasma, or that with Honest Neos. You got you a DP, or you could fuse it with something else for Dystopia. It's not entirely a brick. But if you go first, you can knock opponent out playing spells, which completely shuts down Branded and Runic at once. You play the one Destiny Hero Denier. Now, Deny is pretty neat in the fact that it's like you can use it with Malicious to basically use Malicious multiple times, which not a lot of which most of your decks use it for, but also it's the low target for DPE. 2 Malicious, I mean, it's a classic D hero. Banish it from grave, especially on one from deck. It's you use it for like link material or any fusion material that will allow it. For generally nice. Destiny Hero Plasma. Now this is if you're forced to go second. Now you can just summon any 3 out. Generally, the best way I've found is normal summon Stratos. Get this, put that there, sacrifice this, boom, distribute all 3. You got now a wall, and just negate all their monster effects. It's skill drain for one person. It's generally gonna give you the wins you need. That's it for the Destiny Heroes in the main deck. Elemental wise, we have the one Honest Neos, because other than the fact it's funny when you get Trinity out and you just go 7,500 attack point monster that can attack 3 times. Why could I not say that? And other than that, it can also be used in like Bro Trade attack his, I don't know, Dark Law, Honest Neos. Oh well, crap baskets. I'm gonna live with this. You get the one Liquid Soldier, because other than the fact Absolute Zero is based, lets you draw 2, discard 1, or potentially, in the right situations, it'll let you go in for Dark Law plays with the next one, Shadow Mist, or Acid plays. That's Shadow Mist at 2, because you could send it from deck to grave, or anywhere from grave through Faris or Viton mainly. Search any hero you want, you get your free Malicious Denier, whatever. Generally, it's an amazing pickup. Or if you special summon it through something like, I don't know, Liquid Soldier, Solid Soldier, or A Hero Lives, you get yourself a Change Quick Play spell. That's right, you can now summon out Dark Law right there and then. Cripples some decks, like, let's see, Runic, Telements, Branded, literally any deck that isn't like in Banish stuff. It's generally a very nice card to get your hands on. This one not looking for play, but I'm playing one, and it's Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Now, Solid Soldier is interesting because you could use him to summon himself and Shadow Mist and Stratos. Or you could use it for, you could send him from the monster to go by a spell effect, revive a hero, but you can only use the latter effect once per turn. So you could normal summon Solid Soldier, special summon Stratos, Polymerization 2 for Sunrise. You then bring back Stratos and do it again. Speaking of Stratos, here he is at 3. The best cards in your entire deck, because when it summons, you can either pop spell and traps, which I don't know why you would do, or you add a hero to deck hand. Of course, destroying spell traps is useful if you're playing back row matchup, in second. Otherwise, you always add a hero to deck to hand, and generally it's your combo starter. Stratos will let this one card gives you access to your entire plays near enough. And speaking of going second, than that, we have one evil hero or Dusted Gold. Now, Malicious Bane does turn on the Tillerman plays, which I found out. However, Malicious Bane is dope as hell, so we're gonna run him, and he's just my favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, like hands down. But yeah, what Odessa Gold does, you discard him, and you search for Dark Cooling, which I'll get to later, which will allow you to basically get your OTK monster in Malicious Bane. Varus, and now that was the one evil hero. We play the 3 vision hero. We play the vision heroes now. Varus. Varus is interesting because of the fact it's a combo starter. You discard any other hero, so usually you go for Malicious or Shadow Mist. You can go for the others in other certain scenarios. You special summon it, and you put one vision hero in your spell and trap zone. And that's generally as a continuous trap. And generally, and stops you from other monsters except hero, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna run with that. And if it doesn't, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it generally lets you go from Vision Hero Varus into Increase, and then that combo is going from there. Increase, I run 2. Now, some people run 1, and I respect that. But I fear God, and I'm going to run 2 because, oh my god, the amount of times I have bricked by opening it when I used to run 1. Like, well, I'm screwed. When this card's in the trap zone, you can trigger any other hero monster. Varus, special summon it, and then when it's special summon, like do this effect, you can special summon any level 4 or lower vision hero from your deck. Which leads on to the one you always special summon, 2 vision hero Vion. Now you can also use this as a combo starter with its effect of its normal special summon, send a hero monster from deck to graveyard, which I personally quite like. However, you could also use its other, you should 20%, but you can also go for the other effect, banish your heroes from your graveyard, add polymerization. And this generally allows you to go into your fusion plays, and that's it for the monster main deck. We run 3 hero lives, pay half your life point, and hello, any elemental hero from your deck. That's level 4 or lower. So, hello, Stratos, Slick Soldier, Solid Soldier, or Shadow Mist. Generally, you go for Stratos because it's Stratos. Searching. You also, if you want to go for it, and you have like the other combos you have in hand, you can go for Shadow Mist for Mask Change. All done to you. 1 Cool by the Grave Seal with hand traps. Dark Cooling. Now, this is why we run a Dust Gold. It allows you to fusion summon using monsters from your graveyard, like Miracle Fusion. However, it also goes for hand. And it classes it Dark Fusion, meaning you can only go for evil heroes pretty much. Guess who is a based vision hero, evil hero? Malicious Bane, which is my favorite card, hence why I'm playing them. You can cut this or put it in side deck if you want. Personally, that's what I would do. 1 Foolish Burial to dump your Mali or your Shadow Mystic Grave, generally. Triple Forbidden Droplet, because God will have the amount of times you'll run into negate decks, and you're going to have to go think. Chain link 1 Hero Lives, chain link 2 Forbidden Droplet, get rid of Hero Lives and other cards in hand to negate your opponent's plays. Generally, an amazing card to get your hands on. Thank you to Honami for the last ban list. Triple Fusion Destiny. You can now go into any Destiny hero of your choice without any consequences. Oh, praise the Lord. Or except that you have only some dark heroes at the time. We don't talk about that. However, at 3 it makes your DPE plays or your Dystopia plays much, much more consistent, which is super nice. You get your Mask Change. So you target hero, send it to the graveyard, and if it left the field by its effect, Masked hero. So generally you would go for Dark Lord, but you can also go for Acid against background matchups, which is funny with actually Acid plus Ab-Zero is really funny because Ab-Zero nukes monsters on as soon as it's hit the grave. As soon as it's summoned, it's destroy spells. And you just nuke their board, which is always nice. 1 Miracle Fusion for the Search of Sunrise, and again, let's use some of one of your better cards. Generally, you're going for Ab-Zero, but you can also go for Great Tornado if the situation calls for him. 1 Polymerization. If you want to buff this up to 2, that's on you. I run 1 because I also play cards like Super Poly, but Polymerization is a great card, and I understand why you might want to watch it too. One rotor. How many monsters in my deck are four are warriors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Just get to combo starter. Super Poly. Now, Super Poly is interesting because apart from the fact, well, you fusion summon and it cannot be negated, except I think Magician's Left Hand, unironically, it also lets you use your opponent's monsters. So if you're playing it totally awesome, you're Super Poly with Stratusm Fields, discard a card, you now have Ab Zero if you wish, for literally no reason. Enough senior monsters, opponent's monsters. Quickly go through side, not going to take long. 2 Ash, 3 Ash, because in case you need it. 3 Croak, it's the best hand trap in the game. 2 Nib, but you could probably sort this out for Imperms. 3 Dark Ruler for game 2 when you're on a second one, lightning. Harpies and Lightning Storm for back row, removing monsters. Extra deck. You play 1 DPE. This is one of the best cards if not the best card in your entire deck. Destroy 1 monster your opponent has and 1 you have, without saying which is which. And they have to go through it, and you can't tell. Plus, you can lose 200 for each hero monster in your graveyard, and then when it's revived, and then when it's destroyed, you revive it next turn. It's on my face. Beautiful card. Other Destiny hero I play is Dystopia Guy. It's a bit of a burn effect, and paired with Sunrise, it's like a DPE or Honest Neos. And now we get to the elemental heroes. We have Absolute Zero. I've mentioned this earlier. It's a great card to have on your side. Great Tornado is interesting because you could cut this in theory, but I keep hold of him because of the halving attack and defense. Meaning, if they're throwing all like Cyber Dragons, let's say, and you go, well, I'm gonna halve this. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm halving everything, and then you can basically beat them in the head from there because they have really high attack. And 1 Sunrise. Generally, when you get Poly, unless you've already got Fusion Destiny, you either go Sunrise, DPE, and occasionally Trinity. You never go for the others. You go for the other ones through either Fusion Destiny, Miracle Fusions, and that's it. But this lets you firstly search for Miracle Fusion, and it raises the attack of your heroes for 200 for each different attribute. Meaning, at most, with this deck, you have Dark, Light, Water, Earth? I don't know that. Wind. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's it. I mean, unless you almost want Ash, but it's 5, it's 1,000 up and everything. It's an amazing thing to have at your disposal. But also, when that's the problem, kind of hero you control, another card, destroy it, bang, you've lost. Then you can destroy any card your opponent has. My favorite card, Malicious Bane. Can only be something with Dark Fusion, otherwise Miracle Fusion would be lovely here. Either work on him or other. During your main phase, you can destroy all monsters your opponent has that has attack less than or equal to this card. So if it's at 3,000, your Blue Eyes White Dragons ain't safe. If it's at 5,500 because of Honest Neos, nothing's safe. Destroy them all and it gains more attack for that. And then you cannot declare attack for the rest of the turn with hero monsters. Look what we're playing. But also, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle. So you're against Numerons. Alright, Malicious Bane defense mode, you can't be over me now. And there's a Kaiju in, which is a very valid possibility. The Master Heroes, we have the 1 Acid, I mentioned him earlier. Good Blast, and this is in case someone tries to imperm or effects veiler your Stratos. This is so it's better protection you don't have called by. 2 Dark Law, because it's funny. Oh, you want to add that brand of fusion to your hand? Spanish a random card in your hand, then, shall we? And generally, just a floodgate as well. It's nice. I play 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp. You could swap this out for anything. Actually, I think there's a better card. Like Gura or something. Oh, well, I don't know what it is. But there's a better one that was released, I think, in Darkwing Blast. But I prefer like Dragon of the Swamp because look at him. And also, actually, wait, he can have two other types, so he's actually decent for Sunrise. And he's just look at him, he's cute. And then the only Vision hero fusion monster we play is Trinity. Now, if you've ever seen One Punch Man, this is One Punch Man. Turn it to summoned, its attack becomes double its original attack, so 5,000. And it can attack 3 times each battle phase, but it can't attack directly. So you just go, hey, here's this, and I wipe your board with the singular monster. Lovely. Link-wise, you play 2 Cross Crusader, because from experience, you're popping this with DPE in your own draw phase, in your own turn, for Dark Angel plays. So you want another one as backup, and you play 1 Wonder Driver to recycle Polys, Fusion Destinies, Mask Changes, Miracle Fusions. Yeah, and that's it, really. That's the deck. Now, as I promised, some test hands. Here we go. Just do 2. I'll do a couple, actually. Oh. Now, this is a hand not a lot of people would expect to see. Because, oh, look at that. This is why we run 2. Now, you would normal summon your Solid Soldier. And you would degree its effect, either bait a card, or, but more specifically, wait, hero, wait, and yeah, no, wouldn't work. And you special summon out Shadow Mist, who you would then use to search your second copy of Mask Change, which you could very well bump up to 3. And then you just go Mask Change to your hand. And without waiting, you will Mask Change away your Shadow Mist for Dark Law in defense. This is an uncanny sort of plays because you don't generally see this. You then poly away Solid Soldier and increase for Sunrise defense. Chain Link 1, you do your Solid Soldier, and then Chain Link 1, you do Solid Soldier. Chain Link 2, Sunrise. So first you would search yourself that Miracle Fusion. And then you would set on to your field in defense. Shadow Mist. Then just set the Mask Change. And when you pass your opponent's turn and they go to add a card, it's just Mask Change, boot. Last hero Dark Claw, and then you can search for a hero. From there you either want to go for Dusted Gold or Honest Neos. Alright then. Let's go for a different test hand. See if I can make anything better. And there we go. So first you would a hero lives, paying half your life points. At the beginning game it's 4,000. Anything less. And with this hand, it is an automatic, without thinking, Stratos play. And from Stratos, you will search, activate Stratos, and search off from Stratos. Look, search from Stratos, there we go, your Vision hero, Faris. You would normal summon your other Stratos to search, in this instance, Malicious, because you can now get full combo off. Activating Faris, you pitch Malicious, summon it in defense, and face it from there. Chuck increase from deck to spell and trap zone. And for that, you increase this effect to special on yourself and generally go for defense mode. And then from there, you summon out the boy. Oh, if I can get the thing to work. Vion in defense. You declare Vion's effect and pitch Shadow Mist. This allows you to search for Denier. This also, by the way, is a bread and butter combo of the hero list. If you don't know how to do this, you want to play hero, you need to learn this because it's very useful. So we banish Shadow Mist, let's say. Oh, wrong one. Going ahead. Search for polymerization. You'll also notice that I have in hand polymerization, miracle fusion, and super poly. I could do a lot of things with this. But for now, we remove those two. And we go that Cross Crusader I mentioned. Using it to revive back Mali. Using Cross Crusader to sacrifice Mali and search for the floodgate of the deck. Not Plasma. No, no, no. But you could actually go Plasma if you wanted. But personally, I prefer the Dark Angel Blades. Just in the modern meta. Go for Mali's effect then. Banish it. You can make some very crusty combos with Hero, by the way. As shown by a certain other YouTuber called MBT. Then you just Holly. Into Destiny, into DPE. You'll do DPE's effect. Definitely get rid of itself, but you could go for Cross Crusader or the other two. But I personally go in this situation for Cross Crusader. Activate DPE. Next turn, he's coming back. From there, you can Dark Angel. Discard it. Give your... I put it to top of deck. Yeah, I put it to top of deck. My bad. Misclick. Put it to grave. And then use Special Summon in defense mode, but not to your field, to your opponents. And, oh, would you look at that? They can't make spells. From there, you would set Super Poly, you set the Droplet, and you pass. And that is the bread and butter combo. Depending on this hand, depends if I want to go for one more or not. Yeah, it's a similar situation with this. And that is the bread and butter of Heroes and the deck list. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Anything to say about the deck, leave it in the comment section. And I'll see you all next time.